Been pretty good. I think the two games in Thailand were really crucial for us. There was a time that we understood exactly what the coach wants, started learning what he wants, and also he had an idea of the kind of players he has. This tournament is a progression where I think he is still looking for, having his first 23, 20, 18, whatever you like for his qualifiers, which is going to start soon. So I think it's been good. Apart from the second half against Tajikistan, everything seems good. Technically, he's very knowledgeable. Somebody who understands the modern football. Somebody who works really, really hard. He's someone who is really helpful to all the players. It doesn't matter if it's me or the youngest member. The best part about him that I like is he's very brave. You know, he's somebody who wants to see everyone, wants to be fair and wants to give everyone a chance, which is not very common. I've been playing for my country for the last 13, 14 years. But this is a little bit different. He's very brave, he backs everyone up. He spends a lot of time on individual players also, and he backs each and every one of us. So I think that is nice. I'm sure if you're going to ask a lot of young players, they will tell you this. But generally when coaches come, they do interact with the senior ones and they're always in the mix. But if you ask all the young ones in this camp, they all feel involved. Everyone knows if they train well, they will get the chance. So I think that is a little bit different. Apart from that, he's technically, tactically very knowledgeable. As I said, he has been a top player and as a coach also has been to a lot of places. That really helps. And also very passionate. He really wants to improve things in our country. I think, I don't know if the word needed is the right word, because who tells or who justifies what is the best formation for a country? I think if you ask me, the best one would be the same way as to what the league plays. In that sense, you will get the probability of success a little bit more. So I think in our league right now, if you see, a lot of teams pass the ball, play from behind. So in that sense, yes, it makes sense that he also wants to do the same thing, where he wants to build up from behind and then see. It doesn't mean that he wants to play kamikaze, where no matter what, we'll just pass around from behind. When there are times when we have to lump the ball ahead and be safe, we'll do that. But majority wise, he wants to keep the ball and move around, and he emphasizes on a lot of movements, a lot of people asking for the ball, wanting for the ball, and yeah, and eventually if it helps our country or not, time will tell. But I'm enjoying it. I'm sure the boys are enjoying it, and we players are as good as what the coach wants. I think I've always felt this, that the more we be in sync with the coach, what he wants, the better for us. Sometimes he's going to make a mistake, he's human, you know, but at the end, as players, our simple formula is whatever the coach wants and the way he wants to play, we'll back him. It's a nice challenge. It's always a challenge where you have to change the way you want to play. There is a distinct difference between the way the national team played a few months back and now. It is a challenge, but it's nice. It's nice. You learn more, and you want to adapt. It just makes you a better player. And as I said, a very good attribute of our coach is he's very brave in giving chances to everyone. Whatever he sees, he's not come with a prejudice. He doesn't know players. I think I remembered one of the interviews, he said it doesn't matter who is what. Even Sunil Chhetri has to fight for a place. And before he said that, he came to me in the afternoon, he said the same thing in front of boys also, and I felt good. There was a little bit, I got some calls, but I thought if the coach comes and says no matter what, Chhetri will play, you will have a problem. Why is saying that? Why is favouring a player? When he was honest and says, no, whoever plays well will play, doesn't matter who is. And I think that's what he believes in. In training also, he will play whoever is good, whoever is available, who is doing well, he'll play him. He doesn't have a mindset of what, for example, what Joby has done, or what Sandesh has done, or what Gurpreet has done. He just sees training, he sees who is good and he plays him. So in that context, it's nice. All of us have got a fair chance. Also a added responsibility of performing every training. I like when youngsters come in. I like when youngsters push. I think it helps me individually, also as a team. I always want to be better than Udanta. So the more Udanta pushes me, the better for me. One day there'll come a time when somebody like Udanta or a Sahal or a Brandon or somebody is going to be far better than me, then I might not be needed in the team. But that would mean, because I give my best, that would mean somebody is better than me, which is better for the team. So I like this competition. I love it. The biggest brunt I have to face because I'm the oldest one, so I have to compete with them. But it's nice. And now there's a guy called Amarjeet. I asked him, who you looked up to? He says, Udanta bhai. Who do you want to be like? He says, Udanta bhai. And Udanta is a kid for me. For me, Udanta came yesterday. And now I've got one more guy who was born 2001 when I played my first National League. And he says Udanta bhai is my idol. So it's nice. Because now he's pushing Udanta. And I'm sure under 16 guys, under 15 guys under Bibiano must be dreaming when we are going to get a chance. And it's a nice push. I hope it's pushed from everywhere. The more they come, the better. So eventually, whoever is good, doesn't matter what age, will play. And the more the competition, you will see a better Indian team. Yes, that's what I want, and I'm sure that's what the coach wants. Every coach wants before a big tournament or a big match to have his first 14. As simple as that. He wants the other 10 to push, but in his head, he wants to 14. And I'm sure if you ask our head coach, he will tell the same thing. But then he has time now. He just came in and he has time. I hope before 5th, 4th, 3rd, whenever we get a first qualifier September, he gets his 14, 18, 23, whatever he wants, because that is stability. That is important. You really want the players who are not playing to push, but you want a stable. If you see the history of football, all the teams who have got stable 14, 16, they do well because of the understanding. A small stat the coach is telling us, I think 7 or 8 boys of Tajikistan played together in the same team. They played 4 games before they came over here, 4 league games. It really helps. You know, it's just a matter of understanding each other. Small nuances like probably my and Udanta's combination will be a little bit better than probably me and on the right side, let's suppose if Brandon plays. Not that Brandon is not a good player, he's a great player, but it's just the small things. So the more you play together, the more understanding it builds. So I just hope that we as a team, we work hard and fight amongst each other and give the coach a great problem. And after the problem, he gets his 14 and so the team becomes better. I'm sure the coach didn't say this. That's what you are making up.
He said that they're not getting enough chances in the league.
Yes, he can say that, but he cannot say because that's not him. I think scoring is a very important part, and I would love for my country to have more goal scorers. They're trying really hard, they're young, and they will come up. Sunil Chhetri wasn't made in one day or one tournament. I didn't end up scoring 70 goals or whatever it is in just starting. It takes time, and do I see hope? Of course, there are so many players who will come up and do well. As a country, we have to keep faith. Do not compare them with me. Because somebody who's starting, if you compare them with 70 goals, it's just not fair. They will have their time. I've been enough, I've played enough, I've missed so many goals. That's why I've scored 70. Let them miss few and they will come and score. To get 50 games is where we have to go. Now the thing is, to reach there, it's not clap and you will reach there. So generally what happens is, if I say 50 games we need, coach 50 games need, and the fans hear it, they're like, why it's not happening? And they'll start blaming people. It's not going to happen like that. It takes time. Do we need to 15 games? Yes. Why? Because all the top players in the world play 45, 50, 60 games. You need that many games. And I think when we talk about strikers, of course, even the strikers need, that many games. Like a Manveer or a Farooq or a Joby, they all need games to be that good. No matter how much you train, if you're not playing a game, you will never know what happens in a game. So yes, I aspire that my country eventually becomes a league where all the top players are playing 50 games. Not only top players, everyone is getting 50 games. Is it impossible? No. There are a few ways, and I'm sure all the big think tanks in the country are thinking about it. Everybody wants more games, and eventually when we reach there, we'll be good. The more faster we reach, it is better. Like a small thing we can do, I don't know if I'm going too ahead of myself, is when a lot of young players don't get a chance in ISL, we can have I don't know if I should give this idea free, but if we can have a reserve match. For example, if Chennai City FC, a Chennai FC from ISL plays BFC, okay, and let's suppose Jerry from that team, Thapa from that team, and Nishu from my team, and Gurusimar from my team do not get a chance to play. Right the next day, there should be a reserve game. How? It's easier because they're traveling anyways with 23 players. Let them travel with 30 players. Anyways, they're in Bangalore. Anyways, we are hosting them. So one more day of hosting. It'll cut the cost a little bit. I'm not saying that it'll be efficient, but there'll be a cost. But it'll cut. The fans are already there. There's already a rivalry. So the next day, all the players who haven't played, all the players who are fighting injury, all the players who the coach wants to see, again one more game. So then when a Jerry or a Manveer or whoever comes, he already has 30 games. What happens right now is a Manveer example. He's in FC Goa. There is somebody called a giant Koro who will always play. Even one leg he'll play because he's that good. So he might not get a chance. So if we're sitting on the bench only training, when he comes to the national team, our head coach might not get a fully fit, mentally fit Manveer. But if he's playing all these reserve games, might not be the same level, but at least he'll have 20 games, maybe 10 goals, and he'll be a little bit better. So these are small things that we can do as a nation. I hope we do. Here it go. I give you a free advice without charging you guys. I think people who are involved, they're doing their best. Is what I think. More importantly, what I want to believe. Now, probably because I eat right, I've understood you just have to take care of your own job and trust people. Pointing fingers have never ever helped anyone. You have to trust that everybody wants you, me, whoever you took names, the fans, we all want Indian football to go up. So once you understand you're giving your best would be a little bit more than me, maybe. Somebody else's will be less. That's fine. That's our capabilities. But we all want good for Indian football. So we all have to back each other. Of course, we're going to criticize each other. We're going to ask questions. We're going to hold collars. But eventually we should trust each other that yes, we all are in this together. We can't do without each other. And we all have to grow Indian football better. So I want to hope that. And I'm just hoping that everyone who was involved in the decision making are doing that. If any time they need my whatever, I am always available. Whenever you guys play a very important role, keep asking questions, keep asking the right questions, keep banging on them so that they are answerable, and together we'll move forward. Criticizing and giving hope, losing hope will not help.
Sacrifice egos is another aspect.
Egos are never nice. I've been a victim of it a lot of times in my career. Whenever I've used my ego over my sensibilities, I've failed. Ego is only fine till the time you're working. It's working for your motivation and for your encouragement. The moment you bring it above, no one in this world has ever succeeded. I think there are a lot of good changes, man. I think the one thing that comes to my head is just the way the boys take care of themselves and the way they think about football has changed. Sandesh Jingan is much more aware than any player that you can think 10-15 years back. He's much more knowledgeable. He's much more, I won't say hungry is the right word, but he's altogether much more a machine, much more equipped to do well. Does ISL has helped? Definitely. I told this to Sandesh that when we played Bahrain, UAE and Thailand, due respect to all these three teams, he didn't face a Koro. He didn't face a Miku. He didn't face a Lanza. But in the league, he faces them. They weren't a play in those three teams, and I think there are top teams. But I don't think there was a Koro, a Miku, a Dimas or a Lanza, or a Ogbeche. These are good top players. I'm not saying they are world class, but they are top players. So Jerry and Sandesh and Anna, they're all playing with them, training with them. That's why they have improved. So if whatever improvement you're seeing, it's just also because of training and awareness and seeing good things and trying to implicate them. So these are small things that have changed in the last 5 years. But where we want to reach is here. So that's why whatever we do is will be less. So just put your head down and keep working hard. It's great, I don't remember the last time we played Curacao, Thailand, Tajikistan, North Korea, Syria. Tell me a time when you know from your memory that we played these 5 teams. It's great. Of course, we want to win games. 5 games, no. An Aero Cup did have, no disrespect, or Maldives. One time we did have someone, but the 5 back-to-back teams who are the B+ team of Asia, and Curacao was different level. But I'm just saying you didn't get it. It's good. We might lose some, we might win some, but we'll be stronger for sure after these games. And these are the games you want to target. Again, no disrespect to all the SAF nations. We should play them. SAF Cup, I think, should be an under 23 tournament for us. But we should target these if you want to go to the next level. Unless you play them, how will you know? Now you know, tomorrow you will know where North Korea stands, where India stands. We play Australia, you will know, oh, okay, this is where you stand. But if you don't see us playing in Australia, or a Japan, or a Syria, which is a top team, Tajikistan, you will not know. Now you know. Now you know exactly what India did in the first half, and you knew that we were better, we got better. Then you knew small mistakes, we are 4 down. The margin is this low. 4 mistakes, gone, match gone, finished. We couldn't recover. So now the country, everyone, the coach, we know the other margins. Now when you play Japan, which is A team, is a B+ and A, you will know more. They're half a mistake, it's a goal. So then only you will know how far we are. That's why I always say play big teams. You rather play less, I want more. But if you can't, then less. But play bigger teams, important teams, more better teams who are better. That's why you want to be better. You will never see a Japan playing India on a friendly. Why? They want to play Croatia. Why? Think. A Japan never wants to play India. Why? We ask them, they want to play Croatia, Italy, because they also want to improve. So it's a simple match. No, don't be patient sometimes. Scream. I'm also a fan. Sometimes you can't keep patience, man. You are passionate and sometimes it will come out. Just don't abuse, but scream. You are involved, that's all I want. I always want my fans to be involved, that's it. Sometimes you're angry, abuse. You're coming to watch the game, that's great. You're watching on telly, it's great. You want the country. See, the whole motive of you wanting the country to do better, that's it. That's all you want. I was watching India versus, you are here, India versus New Zealand. We had to train and I was asking you, just because I want the country to do well. Then he told me the Dhoni is out and I was like, my God. So that's all. Maybe in my head, I said something wrong because I'm a fan. I want him to do well. Maybe I was cursing someone who didn't do well, but it's all right. At the end, you just want people to come and support. Eventually, you will say good things. There'll come moments. I missed a sitter, the third goal. 3-1, done. There must be 20 people who abused me. It's normal. If I was watching Chhetri, I would have abused him. You score a toe poke like that and you don't score that one. You will abuse. It's normal. When you watch, especially football, you watch, you are like that, you know. You're like this. It's all right. You come to watch games, it's all right. You support it, that's all it needed. But sitting at home, not watching, not being bothered and saying, yeah, what is going to happen? Then that's not fair. Anyone, man. You know, generally if you ask fans, they will be thinking, oh, Japan, South Korea, then there's China, oh, then there's UAE. You can't. All those 8 in the top teams. Then the next 8 are really good. You can do a competition as to what your knowledge is. Somebody might want Vietnam from the second pool. Somebody might want UAE from the first pool. You can do what. But I have been to pots and I know all your match goes out of window. It's all luck. Unless you are doing it in your own country and you have people inside, which you don't. So relax. Try to be as good as. See, you're going to know. You're going to get 2 teams. One team who's really good. One team who is good. One is you. One who's going to be as good as you. And one you might think that you have a chance. Both home and away. That's the match. Now it might go a little bit crazy. For example, you get the best number 1 there. Number 1 in this group. And then you. And then number 1 in 4th group. And number 1 in the 5th group. Or you might get the number 7th in this group. Number 7th in this group. Then you and number 8. But at the end of the day, if you're not good. Yeah. They are good, man.
Had a good run this year.
They are good, man. They are good, man. You guys should help them, man. I'll try my best. These guys are good, man. They should get more awareness, more interest than what they get now. They're really doing good. And I always say this, with such less as compared to boys, they're doing so good. Imagine if we pump in more time and more patience and more money. They'll do wonders, man. And I'm really proud of you girls, man. I've told you this, I've called you once and I've told you this, and I want to say this again. Keep doing well. The interest will come. Things will change. I've been here for 14 years. I know things change slowly and it will change. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm proud of you girls. So we'll get 3 matches, which is minimum, which is we already got Tajikistan, North Korea and Syria. Then we might get the 4th one also. There'll be 4 good games before we start our qualifiers, which is the main thing. And that is how it's going to help. Not in the recent past or in the past. I don't remember when we got these 4 good games, so which is really good for us. So don't take these things too seriously. You should only see 70 goals and think good about somebody scoring for the country. The moment the next 2 people come in the screen, just 5 seconds, see it and relax and forget about it. Because we all know there is no comparison whatsoever. I'm a fan of both of them and we are not very far away from there, sir. And whatever we have increased, it's not because of me, it's because of all of us.
All the teams.
Yeah, and I'm not saying because I want to be morally correct. I want to say it because this is the right answer. Wherever we have been or wherever we are going, it's all because of everyone, right? From Bahadur Bhai and Liaquat Ali was sitting there who worked so hard. From them to the top, the coach, everyone has worked really hard, and that's why we have reached wherever we have reached small. It's not because of me or any individual. It never can be.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.